This book is so good. I cannot. I call her like Angel, my angel. I almost read like a fanfic, lowkey. I knew it. The yearning that Anthony had towards Kate in Bridgerton season 2. Hey guys, welcome back. Today I want to do another book related video. This is so off topic, but I had another video idea originally for filming right now, but I wanted that video to be more springy, warm vibes because it's March. Like, it's supposed to be spring, but where I'm living, why did we get like 1.5 feet of snow this weekend? Like, pardon, it's mid-March. Why does it look like January? Why does it look like December outside? Since it's not the warm, fun, springy vibes for the other video I wanted to film another book video, but this time I want to do a challenge. I haven't done a challenge video before and I feel like it would be really fun. I'm going to see how much I can read in 24 hours as a slow reader, because I don't know how fast on average people read, but I feel like I read pretty slow, so I just want to see how much I can read reading my normal slow pace in 24 hours. I do have some books that I really want to read and thought might as well film it and do a challenge for it. So the first book that I'm going to start reading for this challenge is Every Spiral of Fate by Tomppabeats. This is the 4th book in the This Woven Kingdom series, and I am about like 100 pages in, so I'm not starting this completely from the beginning, but it is like around 470-ish pages, so we do have a good chunk of it to finish. And I didn't say this, but I'm not going to be doing the whole 24 hours in one day. I'm not built for that yet. Maybe one day I will do a full like 24 hours, like 1 day challenge, but especially for reading, I just don't think I can physically read and want to read that much in 24 hours. So I'm just going to be reading whenever I can, and I'm going to be starting a stopwatch and then just time how long I read, and then I'll just add that all up, and when it hits 24 hours I'll see how much I've read. So enough talking, enough yapping. I am going to chill in my bed and read a little bit of this, and yeah, let's get started with the challenge. Welcome to a realistic POV of what I look like when I'm reading in the middle of the night, but I was going to update you guys earlier today. Mind you, it's like a couple days later since I filmed those last reading clips, but I just needed to film right now because this book is so good. Like, genuinely, it's so good, and I'll talk about it more in the morning, but I just wanted to share this quote that I read. "Please," she said softly, "don't push me away." Cyrus felt the last of the light within him snuff out. "If you were truly my wife," he said, "you would never need to say such a thing, because if you were truly my wife, there would be no force on earth strong enough to keep me from you." Like, guys, and that might not sound like much or that impactful, like just reading the quote, but if you read like what's happening in this book and like everything that's going on in the entire series, the build up to this scene, guys, it's so good. I thought the yearning in book 2 in These Infinite Threads was good. The yearning in this book, it's so good. Like, the yearning in this book reminds me of the yearning that Anthony had towards Kate in Bridgerton season 2. So good. But anyway, I'll stop talking and I will see you guys in a few hours, because it's literally 2 a.m. right now, 2:30 a.m. Oh my gosh, guys. "I will say this once, Angel, for I feel you should be warned. No man alive has ever loved a woman the way that I love you. I would rather die, damned as I am, than disgrace us with both the pitiful, unrequited performance of my heart." Oh my gosh. I'm too tired to scream and like do flips, but like I'm screaming and doing flips in my head. Trust. Oh. Guys, this book is so good. I cannot. Hey guys, it is morning now. It is currently 9:30 a.m. and I'm kind of in a rush. I am running a little late to pick up my friend Maddie because we're going to go out to the mall today, but I'm going to finish getting ready while talking about the book. On my stopwatch right now, I'm around 4.5 hours into the challenge, and I really want to finish Every Spiral of Fate today, but I do have some homework I need to do. But guys, Oh, this book is so good. I thought These Infinite Threads was good, but I fear I like this one more. And I think I like this one a little bit more because there's just more stuff happening and more plot. Most of the book so far, the timeline for that book is literally only a day, like 24 hours. At least this one's so far from when I'm reading a weekish long. So there's just more stuff happening. The plot and the story is just really starting to pick up. Yeah, again, 4.5 hours and I am on like page 300. So I read around like 200 pages in 4.5 hours, which for me, I think is pretty solid. I just love that we're getting more backstory on a lot of characters and I'm just getting attached to all the side characters and just the main characters in general. Oh my gosh, I've just been talking about this book and I didn't even explain to you guys what This Woven Kingdom is. I am so sorry, but This Woven Kingdom, I'm not going to talk about exactly what happens in this book because it's the 4th book in the series, but I will talk about This Woven Kingdom, just like the series in general. The first book starts off with Eliza. She is a Jinn, and Jinn are kind of the oppressed group in this world. So we have Clay, which are humans, and Jinn, which are kind of humans that were forged by the demon in this world. And they have like super strength, they don't need to eat, they can survive off of water, run super fast, all that type of stuff. So it's like humans versus humans with like heightened powers. And she is the ancient heir to the Jinn throne, but since everyone was trying to kill her since she was a kid, she was forced into hiding, working as a servant in, I'm pretty sure, the largest empire in that world. And then it just kind of follows her in her journey to reclaiming her throne and getting justice for her people. And it's such a beautiful book. I love all the books in the series. And I know that this is like a time challenge and you guys probably only care about like how much I read in that time, but genuinely, I think this book is so good. I think it is going to be like the best book that I have read. Mind you, I have not read many books, but it's just so beautiful. Makeup done. I forgot that this book was YA for a second. Why is she my age? Like, I totally forgot that this is YA, and I was totally imagining her to be like at least 19 or like early 20s. I was imagining her early 20s and Cyrus mid 20s. Why is she my age? Why is she 18? It's crazy that she's doing all that at my age. Like, I can't even imagine. I literally just rot in bed all day. But anyway, I'm also going to bring my book just to see if I can read, but I doubt I'm gonna read much. I literally talked for 7 minutes. Why do I talk for so long? But anyway, I'm going to head out and I will see you guys at the mall and probably talk to you guys when I get back. Hi guys, I didn't have much time to read at the mall because I thought we were going to have lunch and I was planning to maybe read a little bit while eating, but we actually didn't really have any lunch. We just had like a drink and a few snacks. So see you guys when I'm finishing up, what's the book called? When I'm finishing up Every Spiral of Fate. I'm literally too stunned to speak. I can't even like comprehend thoughts right now. Just finished this book and time check on the 24-hour challenge. I am around 8 hours in, so we're about a third way into the challenge, but I'm at a loss for words. I wish I recorded my reaction when I read the turning point of this book and just like the whole like plot twist. Is it really a plot twist? I don't know. I guess it is a plot twist. Oh my gosh, all the words were just sucked out of me. I was just staring at the book, reading like crazily, and if I were to make any sounds or form a single thought, I literally would have just been screaming and crying because what? I was so shocked. I was like, no way. By far the best book in the series, at least for me. I loved this book. Everything about it was just amazing. I've fallen in love with Hitamafi's writing style. The writing style makes the plot of this book just so much better. I feel like if I read this plot but in a different writing style, I wouldn't love it as much. Cyrus, he's so tortured and he's such a yearner and oh, I'm like in shambles. I'm in shambles. The way that Cyrus calls Eliza Angel, oh, kill me. Literally, my glasses fell. Literally kill me. It's just so beautiful. He calls her like Angel, my angel. Oh my gosh. I also wish I recorded the scenes where stuff like that happened and just like I can tickle my feet. There were 2 scenes in specific in this book that literally made me it made me ascend into heaven. It literally made me ascend into heaven. Do you know that like Gojo meme where he's like literally rising into the sky? That's me. That's me when I read this. Those are my holy grail scenes now. Oh, so good. And Eliza is the most likable main character ever. I know in fantasies a lot of like female main characters can be annoying, but how can you hate her? You literally cannot hate her. And all the side characters, I feel like all the side characters have so much personality, and it's just it's amazing. And I can't shut up about this book. This is so good. Definitely 5 stars. You know what? Not even 5 stars, 6 stars. Like, this is my new favorite book. Literally perfect and amazing and beautiful. But anyway, this book is done, and I will see you guys when I start the next book for this time challenge. Yay! Wait, Max, say hi. No. Wait, I'm gonna show mine. Hey guys, what is up? I started the next book. This is Powerful, which is a novella in the Powerless series. I bought this like right after I finished Fearless, and now I don't really support Lauren Roberts. I did finish her whole entire Powerful series, and I kind of knew that she copied from like other books, but I didn't know to what extent. And then after I finished that series, like I watched a couple of videos and like researched a little bit, and I realized that like she genuinely copied plot point for plot point Red Queen. And yeah, I don't really know how to feel about her as an author anymore, but I did really enjoy the Powerful series, while oblivious to like the extent of her copying. I already have this, and it's a small book, so I'm just gonna read it anyway. I read a little bit of this at an ice center while I was singing national anthems for like, what is it, the USA hockey national like championships. The age group was like high schoolers. That was really fun. And then while I was on like breaks waiting in between games, I read a little bit while watching the games. But yeah, I didn't have my timer that has most of my time at the game, so I just like individually timed how long I read there, and I think I read around like 40 minutes, but I will add right now what my total time is right now. I feel like I'm gonna fly through this book. This book is like a novella, so again, it's really short, and it's like around 200-ish pages, I think. So I feel like I'm gonna finish this really fast. I'll continue reading. See you guys when I read more and have more updates for the timer. I just finished reading Powerful, and we are about halfway into the challenge. I'm about 11 hours and 48 minutes in. I had to take a break for a couple days because I just was not enjoying the beginning at all. I just found Lauren Roberts' writing to be kind of weak and a little bit cringy. Most of her writing is not bad, but definitely the banter scenes in this book really wasn't for me. I don't know why. I feel like I really enjoyed the Powerless series banter. Maybe it was just because I was a newer reader at the time and I didn't really read much books before reading that series, so maybe I thought the banter was good, or I enjoyed the writing more, or maybe I just didn't like the banter or the writing in this book because I just finished reading one of Tahira Mafi's books, and her writing is literally gorgeous and beautiful. So like reading this right after just made it seem even more weak. But that's just kind of my thoughts. I didn't really explain what this book was, but again, it's a novella in the Powerless trilogy, and it's about the main female character, Peyton's friend Adina. This is not a spoiler, but the main girl in the Powerless series, Peyton, she has to go through some trials that is held by like her kingdom, and it's just kind of what Adina's doing while Peyton's in those trials. And I didn't really like it. I felt like Adina and Mac's relationship just felt really rushed and forced. I feel like their relationship wasn't really genuine because in the beginning, like, they didn't even know each other. It was just straight up, oh, you're hot, banter. You know what I mean? It almost read like a fanfic low-key in the beginning. Towards the end, I was kind of getting used to the writing, and the ending was a little sad, but it wasn't like gut-wrenching or tearjerker in any sort of way. There's so many things that I don't really like about this book and so many icks of mine, but for the sake of this video, and this video being like a time challenge video and not a book review video, I'm gonna try to keep my complaints to a minimum. I saw on Goodreads that majority of people love this book, but this book just wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. Overall, those are my thoughts on Powerful. I think I'm gonna give it like a 2.5 5-star. We have about 12 hours left to kill, so I think I'm going to start our next book. I'm really debating reading another fantasy book or going into like maybe a romance. Originally, I was going to read like all fantasy in this video, but I feel like after reading 2 fantasy books, I'm kind of getting tired of reading fantasy, so I'll see. But yes, let's move on to the next book. Hello. Hey guys, it's been a few days, but I'm starting my 3rd book in this challenge, which is The Wicked King by Holly Black. This is the 2nd book in the Cruel Prince series, and we are about 14 hours into the time challenge, 14 hours and 3 minutes to be exact. So I have about 10-ish hours before the challenge is over. I'm hoping to complete this in the next few days before I leave to go to Boston for spring break. But yes, if you guys don't know what the Cruel Prince series is, I feel like everyone does. Everyone and their mother has already read this book. But if you don't know what the Cruel Prince series is about, it is about this girl named Jude who is kidnapped from the human world as well as her 2 sisters and were taken to this fairy world called Elfheim. She is one of the few humans in the high court of fairies there, and fairies do not like humans, so she is just trying to fight her way to gain power and recognition in the high court. And while she's trying to earn a position and gain some power in the high court, she is at fairy school and getting bullied by one of the princes of Elfheim and his like 3 other friends. So yeah, that's kind of how the series starts, and now like the 2nd book is kind of just what's happening after the ending of the 1st book. But yeah, I'm only about 60 pages in, and it's kind of taken me a while to get into this book, probably just because like I'm reading so much frequently than I'm used to, and it's just taking me a while to get into each world and get used to everyone's different writing styles and stuff like that. But yeah, only 60 pages in, but I'm really excited to keep on reading this because I heard that it's most people's favorites in the series. I heard the 2nd book is really, really good, and I'm really excited. And I'm really excited to read more Jude and Cardan scenes because we didn't get a lot of them in the 1st book because they were more enemies than lovers in the 1st book. But yeah, super excited. Probably not going to read much today, but I'll put in clips of me reading over the next couple days finishing this book. So let's continue reading The Wicked King and finish up our timer. Hey guys, I have been on and off reading for about 5-ish hours. My stopwatch is currently at 19 hours and 5 minutes. Can you kind of see a little bit? I am almost done with The Wicked King. I have a little less than 100 pages left. I am at page 170 out of... No, not 170. I lied. Darn it! I lost where I was at. Hold on. Okay, I'm on page 246 out of 322, so almost done with the book. I'm planning to finish this today. I have, 5 more hours left of the challenge, but I'm really hoping I can just grind it all out tonight because I am leaving soon. I want to try to read and finish up the 5 hours I have left, even if it like brings me late into the night, because I do have other plans today. I need to deep clean my room ASAP and do my laundry. Is that a hanger on the floor? Hold on. You guys can't tell, but my room is a hot mess right now, and I just have the camera angled to the place that is decently clean, so my room looks put together, but it's not, so I need to do my laundry and deep clean. Okay, I'm rambling, and you guys don't even care, probably. I have 5 hours left to complete, and even though I have other plans I need to do today, I want to try and finish the time challenge tonight. Also, side note, I made an Earl Grey matcha tiramisu? I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's tiramisu. I ate some of it, so it's like not as aesthetic, but it is so good. And it's like the perfect dessert that's like sweet but not too sweet, because the Earl Grey is sweet, but then the matcha is kind of bitter, so it balances. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. But anyway, I'm going to finish up reading The Wicked King. I'll update you guys when I'm done reading it, and I'm going to keep on eating my Earl Grey matcha tiramisu, and life will be amazing. So, see you guys when I'm done with the book. 21.5 hours into the challenge, so we're almost there, and I finished The Wicked King. My adapter for my microphone is acting up or is broken, so sorry, I'm gonna have no mic for the rest of the video, I think, unless it whoa, that's a hard word. Unless it miraculously fixes itself tomorrow. Sorry if the sound quality is worse now. Hopefully it's doable. But finished The Wicked King, and I knew it. I guessed the ending of this book, but I thought the ending of this book was the plot twist earlier in the book, if that makes sense. So when it didn't happen in that earlier plot twist, I was like, ooh, I was wrong. But then I got to the end and I was so surprised. I was like, oh my gosh, no way, I was right. But I really enjoyed this book. I think I'm gonna give it a 4.25 out of 5 stars. This is the same rating that I gave the first book in the series, but I did enjoy this book more. I also really enjoyed the world. The world is so fun to read about with all the creatures and fairies and stuff like that. Overall, really enjoyed this, and we are moving on to our next book. And it's not really a book, it's a manga. I've just been reading a lot more than I usually do, and I'm kind of getting tired of reading, but I still want to finish this challenge anyway, so I'm going to take a little break from these kinds of books and go for more of a graphic novel slash manga type vibe. This is Nana, and this is volume 1 of the manga series. Nana the anime is my all-time favorite anime, and I started collecting mangas of my favorite animes a while ago, but I've never really read them or completed reading them, at least. I'm really excited to revisit Nana because I've watched the show a bajillion times. Also, this is a complete side note, but I am watching another romance anime called In the Clear Moonlit Dusk or something like that. That is probably one of my new favorite animes now too. It's a newer anime, but it's really entertaining. It's so good. I think that's the most I've screamed while watching a romance anime ever, which is a lot coming from me because I've watched a lot of the popular romance animes. It's just so good, and I need to read the manga now and collect the manga now because the characters look 10 times better in the manga, but the English dub for the guy in the anime, thank you. I will have 14 servings of that right now. So good. I haven't finished it yet because I need to wait for the rest of the episodes to come out in dub, but the dub for that anime, really good. Sometimes dubs in animes are very questionable, but I think this dub is really well done. But anyway, that is not what we're talking about here. We're talking about Nana. So I'm going to just quickly read this. Hopefully it doesn't take me too long. Let's fly through this. I finished Nana in about 1.5 hours, and whew, I am tired. I'm at 23 hours. My iPad is 2 hours behind, but it's currently 3 a.m. in the morning. Yeah. I have 1 hour left of the challenge. Yippee! I really wanted to finish the challenge tonight, but it is quite late and I'm pretty tired, but I did really enjoy reading this. Even though, like, I know literally everything that happens, I still find it really fun to read the original story and lines and stuff like that. I've watched this show so many times, but Nana still got me kind of annoyed in the beginning just because she's so the opposite of me. And the first guy she's with, I don't really support that, like, cheating. No. I do not like. Even though, like, what she did was wrong, I feel like the guy is more in the wrong because he's literally a grown man. And she's what, 17? She's literally a child. And a grown man should not be freaking, what's the word? Molesting? A grown man shouldn't be romantically with a girl who's 17, but that's why I'm so intrigued by the series because it's so messed up. Even though Nana kind of got me annoyed, I still get where she's coming from. I also totally forgot to talk about what Nana is about. I've been doing that in every single book. I just say, oh, I'm reading this, and then I never explain what I'm reading. But if you guys don't know, Nana is an anime, and it is about these two girls who are both named Nana and are both the same age, and they meet on a train going to Tokyo, and it's basically about their friendship. That's just a really short way to sum it up, but it's about friendship, love, tragic stuff, and yeah, it's really cool. I'm going to finish reading the hour I have left tomorrow, or later in the day, because it is tomorrow already. And I'm going to be reading on my Kindle. The next book I'm going to read is another actual, like, novel. It is Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. But I heard that this is a really good mystery/thriller. I'm really excited to read this. I'm just going to read about an hour of this tomorrow, or not tomorrow, later today, and I'll give you updates, and then we'll be done. Oh my gosh, so exciting. I am exhausted, and I need to go to bed, so I will see you guys later. Hey guys, it is the next morning and we officially finished the 24-hour book challenge. We have hit 24 hours and I am going to show you everything that I got through. I wanted to film the ending of this video with all my books on my bookshelf, but it is so gloomy outside and the lighting right now is awful, so we have to stick to this part of my room. Also, before we start, can we get a moment for my outfit? Look at this top combo, it's so cute. This is all that I got through. I actually read a lot more than I thought I would, which is really fun and surprising. I finished 3 books. These are all the books that I read. The first one I finished was Every Spiral of Fate by Dakkuma. Gorgeous book, stunning, beautiful, no notes. And then we read Powerful by Lauren Roberts, which is a novella in the Powerless series. Didn't really like this book. I feel like if I read this a couple years ago while I was in the middle of the Powerless series, I feel like I would have liked this a lot more. It's been like 6 months since I finished the series and 2 years since I finished the first book in the series, so I'm just not really connected to the characters anymore. And also I feel like my reading taste has grown a little bit since getting into reading as a hobby with Powerless, so yeah, not my favorite. And then I read The Wicked King. I really also enjoyed reading this book, and yeah, it was really fun to read. We also read a cute little short manga or graphic novel type book. This is Nana Volume 1. Loved it down. Loved the show. And then on my Kindle, I didn't get super far into Gone Girl. I'm only on page 20. Don't question that I only read 20 pages in an hour. But to be fair, I started reading this right when I woke up this afternoon, so I was half asleep and I was not locked in, and I was reading super slow and rereading phrases like 15 times. I'm really enjoying this book so far though. I'm really excited to actually get into the plot because right now it's kind of just giving us some background. But yeah, that is everything that I read. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I loved filming this video, but I think I'm gonna have to take a break from book vlogs now, or book videos now, because it's just so much reading compared to what I'm used to. So I'm just going to read on the side and chillax a little bit on the reading. And yeah, anyway, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and thank you guys so much if you watched all the way to the end. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!